difficulties abound in this day and age. And they're everywhere one looks. When we look back at the way things were, even 5 or 3 years prior to now, we see how much has changed. We see how much strife there is. And what I also notice is the increase in the level of fear and panic that humanity is being constantly subjected to. Some years ago, I was looking at some articles and some testimonials from different notable individuals in various different fields, in science and journalists, etc. People who are knowledgeable in their fields. And the common denominator, the pattern that many of them were hinting at, in fact warning us about, was the increase in the level of fear causing data that is being released. And today, compared to those times, now it has gone exponentially higher. Well, how in the world can the human being not be affected negatively by all this? The Dhamma grows in our hearts, and our understanding and appreciation of it grows in conjunction with or while facing the difficulties in life. That's the testing ground, that's the laboratory. There's a saying from the Mangala Sutta, a verse. Putthassa lokadammehi chittang yassa nakampati asokang virajang khemang etang mangalang muttamang, which basically means when facing the multitude of difficulties, tragedies, pain-causing, sorrow-causing, strife-causing facts and scenarios of life, especially those that have to do with you. Basically, they hit home, as they say. Yet, to have a heart that is unaffected, stainless, sorrowless, unshakable, unmoved by all this, that, Lord Buddha says, is the highest blessing, the highest, the greatest good fortune one can hope for, aspire to. So we must, despite all that's going on around us, despite all the terrorizing stories that people are being bombarded with, stay strong. Come back to the breath. If anything, come back to the breath. Just the area above the upper lip and your nostrils. Just Drop everything. Nothing's going to happen. Just come back to the breath or to the sensations of touch beneath your feet as you touch the ground or your shoes or whatever your hands are touching, the wall or the pencil you might be holding or the steering wheel you might be grabbing as you drive, whatever it may be, or the smile you're feeling form around your face, facial muscles. Come back to that. Do not worry. And please, do yourself a favor and turn off the news. Turn off CNN. Turn off any news agency, any media source that you feel is just causing you more turmoil in your heart, is basically messing up your good mood. It's affecting negatively your peace of mind. Protect your mind. Come back to the breath and do not worry. We must keep guard on all our six sense doors, the eyes especially, but even more so, the mind. The mind where it all gets registered, and the mind processes information, it plays back. Do not watch the reruns of nasty and negative, detrimental news pieces and articles. Oh, this is what's going to happen. Oh, so-and-so is saying this. There's a war going to break up in some part of the world. There's, even worse. No, none of that. None of that is actually helping you, your loved ones, but especially you and the person you're looking at this moment. The people that you're spending your time with. It's not helping them. So, this all is anicca anyhow. It's all passing. And whatever is passing, there's no point in holding on to anyhow. So what's the big deal? The Dhamma sets you free. Coming to the breath, just all that. Forget everything. If you can't remember any of the things that Lord Buddha has taught, any of the things that we have covered or explained, if you could just remember the breath. Lord Buddha says, even if you recall, even if you're present with even half of a breath, whether it's the inhalation or the exhalation, if you can just stay with that, that can even take you to Nibbana. We have this validation, this verification from Lord Buddha himself. So please do not fret. And remember, you have over 40,000 special neurons in your heart. Protect those and feel those. Run on those instead of the engine that keeps running in your brain. Don't be afraid. Stay strong. Practice your virtue. Practice your generosity. Practice your mindfulness. Supported by virtue, supported by sila, supported by compassion, with Mettā. Do not fret, do not worry. Don't forget, worry is one of the biggest hurdles that we have to overcome. You will never get to Nibbana if you keep beating yourself up. If you keep worrying, that is an impossibility. There's never been an arahant who was a worrier. Someone who constantly had remorse. No, that is one of the hurdles we must overcome. It creates a restlessness, which is one of the sangyojanas, the fetters. And so long as we do have a sense of guilt, a sense of remorse, and a sense of basically worry, Nibbana is always going to be far away. Why don't we bring Nibbana closer to us? And every time you smile with your heart, guess what? You're bringing Nibbana closer and closer and closer to you. It's getting warmer and warmer and warmer. What a wonderful thing. So come back to the breath, come back to the smile. Do not worry. And turn off the news, please. All right? I will leave you with that. Sukhi hotu.